Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 8, read. Check 56. 6-6, pull it high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Down, 30 base. 45. Go.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, high 7.
45 the mark. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
You draw Corkers.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Check 13. Check 13.
Now back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go!
45's the mic. 45's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Haywood.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the return is Cohen. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the 50, it's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Smith airing one out for Boyd. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Smith. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
This one into the hands of Burton. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
45 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
2.
Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Now that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 8, read.
Watch the run. Watch out.
General West.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, After a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. He don't want it. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Let's go.
Second and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third and 2, Smith. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. First down and run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Pick the edge. Come.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
45. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. 45.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 27, Smith. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Hey, check.
On 1st down, Smith. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Smith throwing again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. He gets this one to Boyd. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. This is Cohen. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
53 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Curl it.
3rd and long. It's Smith. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They try again with Cohen. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, he's going to go for it all, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. X3. 218. Chopper. Check 45.
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, set.
45 to Mike.
Blue draw Corkers.
Let's get that ball right here.
Shoot! Hey, zoom. Yo, go.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Zoom.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Check. 45 to Mike. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
8, read. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. 45. Hey, wahoo. Big grip, big grip.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, orbit. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hey, Charlie. Now. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Too little, Cupcake. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's make these babies hit it.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. Shot 61. Matchbox, get it.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. On the ready.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey! Mike 55, Mike 55. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 55. Shoot.
Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Smoke. Mike. Go. Check 55. Mike. Bandit. Hey, check Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Michel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Bears, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they dropped their 7th game on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.